Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and you know, there's a lot of events that go on Bolivar Peninsula throughout the year, starting with the Mardi Gras Parade February 10th, and then we roll into Sunrise Service this year, March 31st. Then we roll into the Pearl Beach or the Eagles Barbecue Cook-Off the first weekend in April, April 5th and 6th, and we have the Peninsula Sports Park Watermelon Crawl the 20th, and then we roll into April or May, and that's the granddaddy of them all for spring events, and that's the Texas Crab Festival. How many years has it been going on?
This is, I believe, the 39th year.
39th year for the Crab Festival, and for those of you that haven't been there, we're going to be doing some more shows on it, but it's all about crabs, live music, arts, crafts, and a whole lot of family fun, and it's every year Mother's Day weekend. Whether it's the second weekend, wherever Mother's Day weekend falls, that's what it is. But I'm here with Conrad Cooper, and today we're going to talk about live music because that's the draw of the Texas Crab Festival. Bring your lawn chair, sit out in the sun, drink a little adult beverage, maybe a Frosty from one of the vendors, eat some awesome boiled crabs, barbecue crabs, crawfish, funnel cakes, hot dogs, corn dogs, chicken on a stick, beef on a stick, pork on a stick, you name it, we've got it there.
It's all good.
But music, and that's the big draw for the music, and we're not talking we're talking some local bands, but we're talking some Nashville bands, some national bands. So, Conrad, the gates open at, I believe, 5 o'clock?
Gonna be 4 this year.
4 this year?
Yeah.
Gates open at 4 o'clock, and they always have a nice flag raising ceremony.
Yes.
And then they have the same thing on Sunday, taking it down. But then the music kicks off.
Right.
And you better have your dancing shoes on.
I'll guarantee you need to this year.
Let's talk about who we have Friday night at the Crab Festival.
Well, first band Friday night, it starts about 7 o'clock, will be the Big Jordan Band.
And they were there the last year.
They were, and such good reception, and everybody liked them so much, I said, I just got to get them back again.
And you know, they played at Stingery once or twice, and I've actually did an interview with Appleby is his last name, singer of the band, and I know I'm going to do another one this year because let me tell you, they play, and their drummer, the drummer they had, I got some awesome video footage of their drummer last year, but the music they play, if you're sitting down, you're dead.
Oh, something's wrong. Something is wrong, that's right.
Who's following up after, or what's happening after the Big Jordan Band?
Well, right after, as he finishes, we'll do the two-step contest that we have every year, and possibly Big Jordan will play for them. Sometimes we use a CD from somebody local. So it'll be one or the other, but we have a lot of fun.
And you can register at the event for the two-step contest.
You can do it that evening. You sure can. And it's fun, just fun to watch other people
dance around the floor.
Some of them pretty good, and some of them kind of like me, you know.
Two left feet.
Yes, right. But yeah, they put on a very good show, and then after that is an old faithful. We got Wayne Toops coming in.
And I tell you what, you know, he crosses the state line, come over here, brings his squeeze box. And how many years has he probably been playing there on Friday nights?
You know, I don't know.
I know he missed 1 year, but as long as I can remember.
That may be it, because Ann Willis told me one time we were visiting about it, and she helped start the Crab Festival the 39 years ago. She said that he played the first Crab Festival back then.
And he's played every year
and
since.
He's probably been doing it ever since. So.
And I tell you what, he packs in the people.
And fills the dance floor.
Yeah, and puts on a great show. I really look forward to seeing Wayne Toops there every year. And now we roll in, he winds it down Friday night. Everyone goes home, some with a designated driver probably. But then we get into Saturday morning, and actually it starts early Saturday morning at Fort Travis with the 5K fun run, 1K walk.
Right, yeah.
And You can get all the information you need on the Texas Crab Festival. Live music, we'll have it up on our site here pretty soon, but you can go to texascrabfestival.org and get everything you need in one location. You can even pre-purchase tickets, and that's a great thing because sometimes the lines can get a little long out there.
Can be.
And if you need to get in, listen to your favorite band, or maybe get dinner, that'll speed up the process because you have them when you get there. Then once we get through the 5K fun run, and I know I've showed up at the Crab Festival last year at 4:30 or 5 to get equipment I needed. Then I ran down to Fort Travis where they do the 5K fun run. Then I swung by one of the restaurants, picked up a sausage biscuit, and came back because I believe at 10 o'clock they have the National Wiener Dog races.
Somewhere right in there, just depending on how quick they get there. And that's probably one of the most fun things to watch.
Especially that early in the day.
Yes.
It's packed.
It's unbelievable. There's people come from
all over,
out of the state,
to
race their little dogs.
Their dogs. And then once we get to the Wiener Dog races, it's in full swing again, and in fact, full swing till about midnight probably.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about the music, because we have some local talent, we have a little kid talent. Let's talk about the music on Saturday.
Well, we start out Saturday at 12. We're going to have the Galveston Ukulele Group.
They were there last year.
They were there the last couple of years. Well, and they've grown. They started out with 4 or 5. Last year, I bet there was a dozen ukuleles. And most of them have went to the school over on the mainland and studied it, and that put together a little group. And they have a lot of fun, and actually they're pretty doggone good.
And you know, fun's the number one thing. Everyone loves to do their thing, whether it's singing or ukulele or dancing. And really, out there at the Texas Crab Festival, it's just a great family, and I emphasize on family, fun event because of the bands they have. Now, once the ukuleles get through and wind down, what do we have after that?
Coming after them, we've got Three-Way Switch.
A local band.
Local band, got a big following, and Bruce Hare, the guy that does most of the singing, I don't know how many years he's been down here. He took a sabbatical for a while, and they weren't out, but they're out now again, and really received very, very well.
Great. And that's a local band that has a good following here, like he said. And they've been around as long as we've been doing Bolivar Live, I know, plus years. And so we've seen them quite a few times, and they really put on a great show.
They do. They really do. And they play locally they're probably playing somewhere tonight around here, so a person can go see them.
Who's after the Three-Way Switch?
After them, we've got a little fella we call Little Comic.
He was there last year.
He was there last year, and he's doggone, I didn't know what we were doing. His dad sent us an email and said we'd like him to learn to entertain. So, okay, we'll take a shot at it, and who knows,
I know Tom fell in love with the show.
He
sat there during the whole thing.
His dad said that as he grew up, of course, he's only about 9 or 10 years old now.
I was gonna say, he's young.
But he started out beating on everything in the house, so he bought him a set of drums. And he said he just picked up playing the drums. And then he started playing a guitar, and he plays keyboard a little bit, a bass guitar. And I asked, his dad's his road crew, you might say. And I said, well, who in your family is musically inclined? Where does he get this from? He said, none of us. We can't do anything. He got it, he picked it all up himself. The songs that he danced to and sang to, he listened to on the radio or television and learned it himself. And he dances. He might be Michael Jackson. He might be Elvis Presley. He's got a real sparkly, neat outfit. And this little boy takes over the stage.
Well, and I tell you what, for being that young, and you've got you're from Texas, because aren't they from Arizona or something?
No, they're San Antonio.
San Antonio. But to come into Bolivar Peninsula and be up on this giant stage with very few people you probably know out in the
Nobody,
crowd.
that's right.
And to perform nonstop, I mean, from the time he hit the stage to the time he went off,
he
was putting on a show.
Yeah, whether it's just dancing, singing, or whatever. And he's so comfortable on the stage. The little fellow was singing about the second or third song in a row, and he stopped. And he walked over to his dad and he said, "I have to have a drink of water."
Yeah.
You know, that's
stopping.
pretty brave to be able to do that, you know. And he was just as comfortable. He drank some water and
went
right on again, you know.
Who do we have after the little man?
After the little comic, we've got Pop Gun.
Okay.
And it's
That's
a
Beaumont
Southeast
band.
Texas. Yes.
Yep.
And last year's first year we had them, I guess I judged bands by the dance floor. And
it was packed.
It stayed packed the entire time they played. They're high energy, rock and roll, a lot of popular songs. And they never stop. They do a great job.
Great. Well, once we get to Popcorn, who's coming up?
After that, we're pretty excited. We didn't get to see these people last year because of the rain. So it's Texas Flood.
Yeah.
They're out of Dallas. They're a Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute band. Tommy Catano is the lead guitar. If you'll go to a video and see him playing the guitar, you'll be determined you'll come watch him play.
Great.
He's awesome.
I know I saw some of the videos when we were putting the show together for last year for the musicians, and I tell you what, they put on a show. And then who we got after them?
Well, we've got somebody that we may have, well, first we have a live auction. We
That's
better
right.
throw that out.
And this is going to be like a double live auction.
It sure will be.
Because if y'all remember last year, the sky opened up and didn't stop.
No, that's right.
Until the next morning, I think. And we had Sunshine Sunday, but it was flooded just about. And so this is really an important auction because that's a big part of the Texas Crab Festival, raising funds to stay here on Bolivar, and most of it goes for continuing education and some nonprofits down here. But if you can get there, pick up for the day Saturday, you can spend a whole day at the Texas Crab Festival and not have to leave. We've got plenty of restroom facilities. If you want to change shirts, they've got vendors with clothing. They've got food. They've got shade. They've got live music. Really, there's nothing else you could need.
No, it's nonstop.
Nonstop. So we've got Texas Flood and then the auction.
Right.
Tell me who's next.
Well, we got a guy that we may have heard of before named Roger Krager. We tried him last year and the rain messed us up, so we determined that we had to have him back this year.
He's got to be back this year.
Absolutely.
And I tell you what, I've seen him play at several venues down here and listened to it, watch his videos and met him, and you just can't beat a Texas musician.
No, this is one of the tops in history as far as I know.
Yeah.
He's as good as they get.
And the great part is, what are ticket prices to get into the Texas Crab Festival?
$15 a day, and I think there's a way to buy tickets online, and $25 for 2 days.
Yeah,
a little bit of money.
Think about it. Wayne Toops, that's going to be a $30 show at an area venue at a lot of places.
Absolutely.
Roger Krager, Saturday night, that's a $30 or $40 show easy.
Yep.
And you get it for $15.
That's right.
Or you can go online and order them and get 2 days, maybe $25. But that's the thing about the Texas Crab Festival. It's inexpensive to get in, and kids are free up to a certain age.
15, I believe.
Yeah, and we didn't have the carnival last year, but what they brought in was the rock walls, and I tell you what, I didn't think it would go over that good, but it was phenomenal. And the great part was, from the parents that I talked to, said they felt safe. When they dropped their kids off there, they worked on a wristband system, if I'm not mistaken. It was fenced in, and they felt safe. All the employees there had the same color shirt on. You knew who worked there, who didn't. Everything was perfect. And I heard this year they're actually bringing some more stuff in.
I think they've got
for an older crowd, some video games and stuff, and
laser tag and
stuff. And so, the Texas Crab Festival happens every year. unless we had a hurricane. I think one year it was out because of Ike, maybe.
Was out because of the COVID one year.
COVID one year.
Yeah.
That's it. But I tell you what, for Mother's Day weekend, which is typically a family gathering, whether it's here at the beach or your lake house, but there's no better place to enjoy Mother's Day weekend on the upper Texas coast than Bolivar Peninsula and the Texas Crab Festival. For more information on the Texas Crab Festival, visit their website, texascrabfestival.org. Call one of our local rental agency management companies, reserve a house, bring mom down, bring the family down and friends, and enjoy Mother's Day weekend 2024 here on the upper Texas coast. It's going to be awesome. Typically, we're out there, and so we look forward to seeing everyone and look forward to you enjoying the beauty, the fresh seafood, and the live music here on Bolivar Peninsula. So, Conrad, thanks for joining us this morning. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.